2003 was a vintage that, well, in general, the critics were not that wild about. The wines were a little more restrained. Some vintners had mixed results with their 2003s. Wines, I think, tended to be lighter in style and in body than I think the public had kind of grown used to with Napa Cabs. It was a cooler year. And our 03 was actually kind of like a problem child for many. Well, it was difficult in the vineyard, and then as we made the wine, we actually had two different lots, two different pick days, and the earlier one we ended up bulking off because it just didn't pass the muster. But the 03 we bottled, and I was still sort of worried because the 02 had been a certain style, really kind of big and fruit forward, and I was afraid that our new customers would be disappointed with the 03. And I think many of them were. People were sort of expecting something different from us, and kind of hadn't gotten the idea that we were going to stick with these vineyards and kind of track them over time. And but the folks who have bought 03, I hear more and more, and I've got to totally agree with them, is that it's blossomed into the most fantastic wine. It's added heft and body through its bottle life. And nowadays, my opinion, and one I've heard from many customers, is that the 03 is the wine to drink right now, that it's just a lovely wine. So, not a lot of difference in color than the 02. Maybe a tad lighter. This wine is more cassis-like, a little more cherry liqueur than the cherry candy that we saw on the 02. Also, some cedar and just a more delicate style, very food-friendly, not an overbearing wine, but one that kind of would complement meals. Certainly great to just drink by itself, but one that I think folks would really enjoy with a meal, or with when they're not looking to sort of compare to like Napa heavy hitters, or like the cults, which tend to be very big and extracted, but comparing with other sophisticated, delicate wines. Taste this one more time. Not as long a finish as the 02, but not as tart. Excellent. Note to self, drink some 03s.